Filming 252 Quebec, and it's a really powerful turbo fast Mooney. Here is what is in the hangar in 4TB. This is a Piper Matrix 262 Charlie Whiskey. I worked on some projects with this. And then this is a Piper. I'm not sure which model. I don't know anything about this one. Here she comes. Isn't she beautiful? She's silver gray, this beautiful blue, and this golden stripe. I filmed this one time before, but I feel like it's so interesting and unique to look at that it has to be captured one more time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There's that latch. They have to...
The party started without you. Wait, here. I can... There. We need to blast some music in here. Woohoo! Thank you. This is now an aviation channel. Because it's starting to look like an aviation channel. Spectator here, so you know what that means. It's actually kind of loud because Mr. Dixon is mowing. This is the Quince cardigan. I am loving this. I really like the coziness of it and the comfort. We are building an extension to the house. It's going to be cheaper to start out with the utilities that already exist in the pre-existing building. I use the word exist twice, bear with me. The reason we're doing this is because it's cheaper to use the utilities and it's easier to set it up when they already have a place. So what we're gonna do is demolish this house. We're not gonna turn it into a shell. We're gonna demolish it entirely so we don't have to check, oh, is this level, is this floor level, oh, this one has a new surprise. No, we're just gonna take it down and then keep the existing remaining structure that's an extension. So I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know if we're gonna create a front of the house on the side or what have you, but we're gonna completely turn this into rubble. We're gonna level the ground because you have to level it anyway before you build the structure, and then we'll erect an edifice of our liking. And man, my English is all over the place today. So that's the news. I'm saving for a house. I'm saving for a couple planes, for the horse farm, for a rainy day, in case the farming tools let up. There's a lot going on in this household right now, and it is a beautiful day, I have to say. I'm just staring at the trees. Hi, Gemma. You look very American, honey.
There's stuff out the back. Do you want me to video you?
Sure. This is the view from the truck. I like it because it's really high up, and I'm actually excited because everybody here in Kentucky has a truck. If you're wondering why as I get older I'm getting bougier, but in a different sort of sense, like, don't worry, I still have a lot of shopping going on. I have a huge shopping list, but I'm also saving for 2 houses right now, and I just want to save money, period, because there's a lot I want to do with this house that is not going to happen overnight, and I have to save a lot, and I can't just be like, oh, put away $100 here and there. It's like, no, I want to get this done fast, and I don't mind sacrificing a little bit to enjoy and relax for a very long time later, and not have to worry, not have to think like, oh my gosh, I have to pay this off. I just pay it off, and that's my goal. This is my coworker's mom's jewelry place. Savannah Silver. Say, I didn't know your truck. Terraced home. Only problem is it's in downtown. All the businesses. I see what they mean. to vlog all the fabulous places we visited. Sephora, Starbucks, CVS. But I always somehow remember to film at Home Depot. First things first is the CVS haul. I got the daily moisturizing shampoo. I don't know why they changed it. It used to be green. Perhaps this is a little different. And it's bedside, and I don't like pumps because they have a tendency to get stuck in the component. I prefer jars. You can really grab everything, you know, you're getting your money's worth, you're getting every ounce. Next is, this I already had, I just grabbed it from my nightstand. This is essentially petroleum jelly, 100% pure. So whether it's Beauty 360 CVS pharmacy version versus the designer Vaseline, this is $3 on Amazon and 7.5 ounces. This is the most luxurious lip balm you will ever have outside of Chanel, outside of Dior. You have a lot of it right here without having to spend $40 for it. Marilyn Monroe was famous for using this on her skin, on her lips, and making it, she said it was a good primer before her makeup also. My husband actually showed this to me. So shaving cream is just soap. If you have a really lathery bar soap, because not all bar soaps are created equal. Sorry if you hear the noise, that's my husband coming in and out of the house. There are different chemicals that make it lather, so the more lather it is doesn't necessarily mean it's lower quality or higher quality. It just means that it has that balance of chemical reaction. That's essentially what we're paying for shaving cream. The shaving cream that I saw for the women's was 4.5 ounces for $4 something, so it's about $5. This was $4, and this is 11 ounces, and this looks shorter, so you definitely have to read it. But then I held it in my hand and it was way heavier. My husband said that deodorant for men is more expensive, shaving cream for women is more expensive, so it just depends on the supply and demand. One more thing from CVS was this body brush. I couldn't find one that was wooden, but that's okay, I'll just use this. I needed something that was long that could reach. First, use this for as a dry brush. Now for the Sephora haul. So this is the Aquarius BHA Blue Tansy Clarity Cleanser with BHA. It's 3.3 fluid ounces. It feels really heavy only because of the packaging, because of the actual glass jar itself. This is crazy. It's 3.3 fluid ounces. It feels and looks like 8 ounces. It's $26, I believe, and you can lock it, which is fabulous, so you can take it with you wherever you need to travel. I cannot wait to try it because I love their Blue Tansy line. I love Herbivore's oils, face oils, especially the Blue Tansy smell. It smells amazing. There's May Lindstrom. My friend gave me a sample of it. It goes bad really fast, so you have to use it up because it's organic material and it's a clean brand, where it's the same product and hers was like $55. We're going to see how this goes. Stay updated. Then is the Unseen sunscreen from Supergoop. This is one of my favorites. I actually tried the body sunscreen. I tried a lot of the different formulas of sunscreen they have. I was very disappointed because everything was runny. The resetting spray doesn't spray. It just spurts out thick liquid substance. But this is my favorite because it fits in your bag, it's small enough, and it's 1.7 fluid ounces. It's $38, so it's a bit pricey, but when you use the formula you can't go back. First week that I used this every single day without wearing makeup and living in the sun here on the farm, my skin was at its finest. My skin looked so even. It looked like I'd been using a really expensive brightening vitamin C serum without putting on any makeup or doing any extra skincare or moisturizer. This is a great primer, it's a great moisturizer, it's a great sunscreen, and I want to put it all over my chest at work because my coloring of my face, neck, and décolletage is changing, where there's tan lines or like a little triangle here, which is not very attractive. So I want to have this on my hands, I want to have this everywhere, on my shoulders, when I do go out on days where it's really hot on an airplane and I have to fly, or simply do something shooting with an airplane. The final thing is the Forever Skin Correct Dior Concealer. You can come in if you want to. I was looking at the Backstage concealer and they said, oh no, it's not available at this place. But I tried the 1 neutral and the 2 neutral. I think I'm gonna get the 1 neutral in the summer. Or this blended beautifully. I put it on my face. The 1 neutral's here, 2 neutrals here. You can barely tell. I blended it in. It's even on my hands. You can't tell. That's how seamless it is. And I am a sucker for concealer as opposed to whatchamacallit, foundation. I have not opened this yet until now, so let's see what it looks like. Et voila! It's really thick. I like the doe foot. I cannot wait to use this. This is definitely up my alley.
60 annual is due in January, based in Santa Barbara. It has a GTN 750.
Sign up to Gia's free newsletter linked below to get updates on all things high quality living, elegant outfit ideas, and monthly style mood boards. Here you will get early access to exclusive news and all her social media in one place without spending time on apps. Now back to the video.
Made your burrito. Oh, oops. Wasn't even filming. Once again, this is editing Gia. I really don't like downtown. You probably know why. I left Los Angeles because I lived in Hollywood Hills and Beverly Hills. You walk 2 steps, it's Beverly Hills. It is full of drug addicts in downtown that are walking like zombies, and there's this new synthetic drug that's out. I don't know if this will be flagged on YouTube. It smells like human waste and it's busy. It's just a different feeling as to being in the countryside. And I'm not talking about the suburbs, I'm talking about the countryside. I really don't like the city, but we do need to have a pied à terre for the city because we need a place where we can relax, not have an hour's drive out. We could rent it out, obviously, but block out the dates that we're gonna be in town and use that place as our own, or even host family members when they visit. I want a place that I can have a drink and not worry about driving home. Cut down on your commute. I literally drive 100 miles a day, going 50 miles into town, 50 miles back out of town. Cost of fuel is exorbitant. My husband's coworker said, "Oh, our building is nice." And I was thinking, how nice can it be? Right outside your door is a bunch of people who are begging, panhandling. Their nystagmus is crazy because they're literally walking like zombies outside on meth. It's not that nice if you can't sleep with peace of mind. You have to sleep with earplugs in. My friends living in New York told me they had to sleep with earplugs in, and living in Los Angeles, all hours of the night, there are sirens, no matter if you live in the nicest area. Places that are nice, that are really, really nice, that are secluded, are the places that people don't want to live. But the people who do want to live there are another level of mindset. Anyway, you're away from the city, but that's like where Gigi Hadid grew up. So people don't talk about it. It's hush hush, it's kind of a secret. And it doesn't have all these tourist attractions. People are like, oh, there's no Herbes there, or who cares? But how nice is it? I just want to know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like living in the city, you think, oh, there's all this culture here, it's diverse. I couldn't care about diversity. I just want people to be kind. I want people to be civil. It's not really peaceful, it's not really nice. And especially if your downtown condo is less than, 1,500 square feet, it's not that nice. I have how many acres here and I can run around, do whatever I want, and I can be butt naked. Nobody cares. That's nice. Having privacy is nice. I don't go outside, water my plants, and my neighbor is taking out their trash bin. They don't know what I'm doing here. I don't have neighbors. My next neighbor is how many acres down? I guess people in the city don't even know their neighbors' names. When I lived in the city, I knew all my neighbors. I'm just so sick of the city, and going into the city reminded me of how much I hate the city.
From England so that I can make it properly.
Pompey. So, are you the one who brings a gift from Cleopatra? Backside first. All hail Cleopatra, kindred of Horus and Ra, beloved of the moon and sun.
I'm working behind and a man with a hammer and a gun shows up. Oh, catch me. Wait, what do you have the hammer for?
So I can nail a sight to a tree.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to keep shooting into the ground, I want to put it on a tree.
Find a really unhealthy looking tree. Well, that's already falling apart with parasites.
If we shoot it enough, then it will just fall down.
There's been breaking news about teenagers smashing a bunch of cars. It happened at the university. It's so sad because one of my coworkers, one of them who lives in downtown, their car was smashed in, the windows were smashed, and it was 6 cars in their parking lot. They allegedly live in a nice area, and it's not nice because it's in downtown. When people say, oh, the apartment or the condo is nice, it's like, is it 37,000 square feet? No, we don't have the same definition of nice. Buckingham Palace is nice. Your place, it will do. I know not everybody is like this where they think, I don't need 37,000 square feet. We just have different standards, and that's okay. Where I like having land. So sad. I felt horrible when my coworker told me this. I noticed my husband and I were talking about this, how when there is a crime that is reckless vandalization, it's usually young people. If someone is addicted to substances, they will go for the easy thing. They see a bag lying around, they'll take the cash from that bag. When it comes to kids messing around, smashing in windows, it's usually teenagers. They're pushing their limits, they want to be wild. And I noticed this in where I grew up. I've been held at firearm point. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I said it on YouTube already before. If there is something I've learned about being in trouble when I was mugged in Paris, whether I was attacked in Los Angeles, it is that stay away from trouble. Do everything you can to not be out walking at night. Do everything you can to keep yourself safe. Dress properly to cover yourself up, even in the daytime. Don't get yourself in a situation where you're carrying $10,000 cash on you. You're asking for trouble. I know they say don't blame the victim. Do everything you can to prevent it first, so that even if something does happen to you, you did everything you could on your part. It just so happened that you're in a bad area. This is why I think it's important to live in a nice area. Just because you live in the city, everything is close. The grocery store, I don't need a grocery store here. There's a farmer's market, there's a neighbor who's got vegetables, there's land I can farm on. Make sure that everything is up to your advantage. Everything you can control. You can control where you live. You can control how much self-defense you know. You can go online and watch free things that teach you technique and practice with whoever you live with, your roommate, with your friends, practice by yourself. I've been in trouble, but I've never been afraid to fight off the person. I fought one person off for 20 minutes who had a firearm to my head. People don't understand how tough I am. People think that I'm just a little girl who's easy to pick on. I grew up loving to fight. I grew up wrestling. My husband and I do jujitsu. We are doing a video on jujitsu. Today we're going to be redecorating this office so it doesn't look like this. And my husband saw the halls. Mr. Dixon was not happy with the situation in the background of the halls. You might have seen his comment on the video. I don't know if you have. So that's what we're doing today. Subscribe and click the bell to see how the office turns out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.